And we're back. What's up, everybody? We are the Jawbers, and we are working on our WrestleMania 39 review. And we've got
Still.
the Hell in a Cell Edge
Oof.
versus Finn Balor.
This one broke my heart, and it was endearing at the same time.
Oh, okay.
It was the weirdest fucking thing. This match was the weirdest fucking thing.
Please enlighten us.
Edge, Finn Balor. See how notice how they didn't say Balor?
Yeah.
Because he also gained my respect
Oh,
during this Hell in a Cell, which was technically longer than Beyonce and Asuka's match. Um,
wow. This is a big pill you're swallowing here.
I am, bro. I'm choking on this. I don't know what to do. Mick Foley, on one hand, is iconized the word? He turned Hell in a Cell into an iconic match, and at the same time, fucked Hell in a Cell.
Right. Exactly.
The expectation of Hell in a Cell after Mick Foley falling off that fucking cage, nobody could live up to it.
Yeah. Same goes
E-
for
even
TLC matches with Hardy's, Dudley Boys, and Edge
that's
and
next.
Christian. Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
next. So the
sorry.
TLC matches just elevated that to another level, and now you have like every time they like. I'm glad we're not doing Hell in a Cell pay-per-view anymore, are we?
No, no, that's just a special match.
Was that was 2020 Hell in a Cell pay-per-view was the last one?
Mm,
No, 20
no,
no,
I think
2022
it was
had
just
Hell in a
last
Cell.
year.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You Hell in a Cell matches, there's an expectation. There's a fucking expectation of something even more like than Shane McMahon, went through the table off the cell as well.
Yeah,
It still wasn't the same. Nor do I expect anyone to go off the fucking top of the cell.
right, right.
But Mick Foley really kind of fucked that up, and so did TLC matches, quite frankly. So Hell in a Cell match. When they mention a Hell in a Cell match, I sit there and I go, "Hey." Maybe
You're
it's just me,
instantly
but
comparing.
I'm expecting, and it's WrestleMania 39. It's Wrestle fucking Mania.
Right.
You are expecting something ridiculous, and at the same time, we did get something ridiculous. We did get something totally unexpected, totally like, oh fuck, this shit got real, you know. But it was kind of on the lines of Joey Mercury. No, was it? What was the what
Got
was the
smashed
guy's
in the
name
ladder.
that
Got smashed in the face with the ladder. Yeah,
Yes,
Joey Mercury.
Joey Mercury. That's right. So that's what we got during this match, and uh, it was awkward. It was kind of like, oh shit, but it also got real, which real instantly makes it sincere. And then all of a sudden, this match, this story, became even more real, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like it just brought reality straight. I mean, it's like short of these people just killing themselves, injuries really do bring reality out, and it's a live show, so you see it. So for me,
but
him getting a huge fucking gash
yeah,
from the
right.
ladder was
But the thing is, though,
before
is that
that.
they didn't. But to us watching, we
Yeah,
didn't see any of that though.
we
Which
didn't.
I which I
No,
wish
no, we
they.
didn't. But we knew.
But I wish they did
We knew something
because
was
that
up.
would have added. to even probably even more respect. I think that would have added too much respect for you to have for Finn. Because if they showed that and like showed well they showed a replay of him getting so Edge takes a freaking ladder and just throws it at Finn's head and whatever. I don't know if he missed it or whatever, but it freaking
Yeah, he just caught the
cracked the top of
corner.
his head and it's freaking gashed his head open. And so then the camera just straight focuses just on Edge, and for like 3 or 4 minutes, maybe not even that long, but it was a decent amount of time. Edge is just walking around, looking under the ring for weapons, and not
Yeah,
finding
that was
anything,
funny.
and just looking around this whole
He
time.
what he
Yeah,
At one point, bro. He at one fucking point lifted the top part of the stairs, looking behind there, and it's like there's the post is right there. Like he lifted and then he looked behind there, and to me, like I mean, the bullshit meter, like just went off, and I was like, I just knew that at that point, like, of course, at first when the referee said, "Hey, step away," that might be an angle, you don't know. But once, like, he started looking under the ring, and then he lifted the top stair, and he looked behind it, only to see the post. It was like, oh fuck. Like at that point, like I knew it was like, oh shit, like something is really not right. And maybe I'm slow, you know. it, I'm slow,
well,
but damn, man, that was
it took
really.
us a little bit. I mean, I I'm pretty. I know we had like an initial reaction when we got hit with the ladder, but then it took a little bit to us to be like, oh, yeah, okay, some
Well, at first I thought it was like, oh, Finn Balor just like he hit himself on the ladder. It's like I really I don't like Finn Balor as a wrestler. Like I have nothing against this man personally. I don't like his style, and that's okay. Not everybody has to like his style. So when that was happening, I'm like, I like my cynic, which is very strong, is just saying, "Oh, great, like what the fuck now?" Like maybe he got hit in the head, and it's like, but like even that, like all of that was just completely gone as soon as I noticed Edge just running around, and he just kind of turned into this chicken with his head cut off,
right, right. It
and I was like,
sucks
"Oh
that it sucks that
fuck."
they don't want to show that. Like,
Well, that's requires like showing
because
blood,
well,
and
true. That's true.
the 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 match right before then you had these kids, and Finn Balor walks. I just want to just hit on that entrance for a second. That entrance was so long,
Yeah.
and he just I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I have beef with Finn Balor, and up until that point, even him twirling the fucking pink mist
Well, his
that we had to zoom out so we wouldn't see the fucking cameraman giving him another stick
right.
of what is that, a flare?
Yeah,
It
I don't
looked
know
like a
what it was. It
flare.
was like, but it emanated smoke from whatever. His entrance is
He
another
just
one that needs to be dark.
Yeah, that definitely didn't benefit
Right.
from being light, but it's just him twirling around. I was just like, my God, like it just didn't look right to me.
No, and it doesn't fit his character. Like, if he's a face, sure, do the dancing, like whatever. Like, I understand, like Huey does it with the demon, but he's a freaking heel. Like, he needs to just have that sincere, just I'm gonna mess you up, serious. Like, just yeah, don't I don't know, just too much dancing around, and it takes away from the character.
But granted, Edge too had a very
Man, that was a bad rude
yeah,
entrance. Like,
yeah. But he comes out okay, so
head
so
on. I don't know what that was.
he, I don't know. It was cool, but then he flips fucking wings up like he's Batman, and and like I feel like a lot of times entrances are not necessarily done for the fans as much as they're done for the wrestler themselves. Because it's like a moment. It's become too much of a spectacle, but it's a moment for the wrestler to kind of be like, because I feel like entrances really kind of pump your
adrenaline and
pump
all
you up
that.
full of adrenaline
Right.
and serotonin and probably oxytocin too, which is a love hormone. But you just want to. These were like overly indulgent entrances, both of them. It felt like I'm like, just get to it, just fucking get to it, you know. So, but like, my respect, like, if we were able to see this fucking gash, so let's just say they just call the fucking match off. All right, he's got this giant gash, and Edge is just fucking sitting in the ring, and Finn Balor gets taken to the back, and they show the picture of the fucking gash on the screen,
Right.
and then they either fucking staple it or stitch it, and here he comes. He's fucking there telling him, no, 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 you can't leave. No, 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 you can't do this. And he fucking pulls a Mick Foley and comes right back into the
Well, then
match
all
and
then all,
does
all of a
what it was
sudden,
done.
go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Got what?
No, go ahead.
No, no, no. Please tell me. I could be full of
No,
shit
no, no,
here.
no, no. I was joining your excitement. Go ahead.
That would have been exciting. That all of a sudden is like he's coming back, and now, holy shit, man, is it real? Is it fucking real now? Holy fuck, you know? It's like, and he's coming back, and it's like he's getting this. Like he already got my respect because I saw the gash. Just it was in the opposing order. Like I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
Right.
He must have been seriously injured to have finished the match. I believe I was saying even during the match when we were watching, I'm like, yeah, dude, he's pushing through. But I thought maybe it was like a small cut or something,
Right.
Like I didn't have that much. I didn't like Finn. I didn't like Finn Balor. I still don't like him necessarily. I don't like his style, but that's respect. But I saw the gash, right? I saw the gash at the end, and I was like, holy shit, that's a big ass fucking gash, bro.
Yeah.
And like his whole top of the head was split
Now
open,
he has
and the
now
fact,
he has a T-shirt about it.
yeah, but now, like I
Right.
still have respect for him. But imagine that. Imagine the fucking thing that like, okay, well let's shoot it. Boom, let's go. And he's like, no, you can't go. Like I want to go back. You can't go back. I'm going to go back. You can't go back. And then he just fucking pushes him aside, and he's going there. They're running after him, like all that little corny shit.
Right.
And then his music, but just imagine this, bro. His music fucking hits again. Boom. And Edge is sitting in the ring, right? Holy shit. Here comes Finn Balor, and he's pissed. He's got a big
I
ass
mean,
gash on the head from Edge.
he did a decent, like, now that I'm like seeing it back.
He did superb. Not just
He
decent.
got whatever taken care of fairly quickly. I would add. I'm
Yeah.
not. I was definitely exaggerating the time that Edge was playing it off, but
But he seemed like
you could
longer.
see as soon as they were done doing whatever to Finn hulked up. He
Yeah.
hulked up and like
Yeah.
even physically just made that motion, and then he freaking for one of the first things he does is climbs the top rope after he knocks Edge down, climbs the top rope and
Yep.
starts banging his head.
Yep.
It's like
No,
he,
that's the
he was in
thing.
it because
We
he knew
didn't
that
know.
everyone else knew that was there live
But
what happened.
but we didn't know the severity of it because
Right.
the severity of it is like,
Right.
whoa, holy
Right.
fuck.
They could have
For him
they
to,
could have shown from a distance them working on him. I mean, there's an angle where you can see the nurses or doctors or whatever outside of the ring, but
and I think it would have been handled better had there been like these nurses. So everybody that came to the ring, they were there pretty fucking fast, yeah.
yeah. I'm seeing it again. Yeah, everything is
Yeah,
done real fast. 14 stitches.
that was real motherfucking
Well,
fast.
I think because you can see his hair is like wet So I think they put that
Yep.
coagulant, like they do with boxers' eyebrows when they get busted open in a boxing match. They put that on the cut
You
to
know,
coagulate the blood.
that's
Yeah.
props to all of them to be able to be like, okay, well, fuck,
Yeah.
okay, we're continuing. Are we continuing? So you're making all these decisions on the fly.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
You know, like props for them for doing how they manage. You know, it's easy for us to talk like after watching. It's easy for us to be like, oh, we should have done this, should have done that.
Right.
With that said, if you have that many people being able to get to the ring that fast, why ask Edge to figure it out on his own where you can just be like, you know, he's going to go
Because
after Finn, but he's
he
injured.
didn't know if they were going to go on or not.
Well, why not put people from like a couple more people out there to stop him because he's injured.
Yeah.
You know, so Edge is trying to go, but they're like, no, 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 because the ref was doing that,
Right.
and you know, it's like if the ref was there the whole
Yeah.
time pushing Edge, that would have given some gravity to that, as far as I'm concerned. But here, dude, like, I'm playing. I'm just excited about what I would do.
But that adds.
Okay.
But that adds to Mick Foley Hell in a Cell in a sense
Yes.
of going that extra step and making this into a respectable Hell in a Cell match.
Because you remember Terry Funk was even like, we'll stop the match, stop this. You know,
right.
he went in. I don't even think he had shoes on.
No. You're right. You're right. You're right.
And they were like, yeah, we need to stop this. We need to carry him out. Here's your prime time chance. Get Finn out of there.
No.
Okay? Because he's hurt. And it's like, so Edge, I mean, like, if anything, this would have just furthered the
well,
but of course, you know, Finn Balor, he's as much as I make fun of him, as much as I don't like his style, he ain't a bitch. This dude was tough, and that's respect. If you're listening to this, Finn Balor, respect, man.
You know what?
I still call you Balor because I'm a bitch.
Also, I think is that
respect, man, respect.
This was the culminating match of this feud.
Yeah.
I think if it would have been cut short, then it would have ruined the story. Would they have continued it? Maybe, but then it would have been continued like too long. So it's like it had to end at this moment.
Yes, and it could have ended at this moment, but I guess they didn't know the severity. But he continued, and they sent people down to patch him up. I assume they didn't know what the severity was because there's no way to know. But they were in contact constantly with the doctors and the referees. So as soon as the doctor saw that, it would have said, I don't know how it looks big. You know, they would have had an idea of how bad it looked, I assume. Which at that point would have been like, okay, so what do we do now? And what do we do now? It's like, take Finn out. But I think the issue here is not being able to show it. Because they show it on social media. Finn Balor showed it on social media.
Right.
I guess that's okay. Like, I don't understand that like we can't show blood on the event, but we can show these gashes on their social media, which are basically, from what we understand, completely controlled. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You can show this on social media where other kids can see it. That's not a problem. It might be just for advertisers. But, dude, there was a missed opportunity there. And Finn Balor's fucking, what do you call it? Manliness? Toughness?
Yeah.
Dude, he would have been elevated so fucking much had they just even, like, he already did. He already had at that point, because something was going on, but we didn't know. But had they taken him out and he came back and they showed it, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, that would have been like,
because
now it's like, holy shit, man. This is like, now we got ourselves a Hell in a fucking Cell. But Mick Foley like started that trend, and TLCs didn't fucking help.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So, but that would have been a Hell in a Cell. But then, where do you go from there? Like, are they gonna start fucking decapitating each other?
Well, hopefully not.
But out of respect, like sheer respect for Finn Balor, I'm putting 4 toilet paper rolls for this match.
Yeah, I'm with you. Between 4 and 5.
Yeah.
And I'll go 4 because, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
Sheer
know.
respect.
Looking,
The match was clunky otherwise, man.
I enjoyed the match pretty.
I mean, with the injury and how it went down, it felt clunky. And this is not a knock on anybody.
No.
It's just what I can only speculate on what they had planned, and what they had planned couldn't have been anywhere close to what actually happened. And I felt like it was a missed opportunity. But goddamn, man, he like after you know the injury and you watch the match again, I had respect for him then, not even knowing what the injury was. I'm like, it must have been something more serious because it took some time.
Right.
But after seeing that and after seeing him, because he continued for another, I don't know if it was 6 to 8 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, probably around there. Yeah. And it was,
Yeah,
and
'cause
it
that's
wasn't like it was just all edge.
It's an 18-minute match. Yeah, it wasn't all Edge, and Finn and Finn received some. He got a DDT from Edge.
Off,
Um,
off the ladder too, I believe.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like
So
like,
he was on the third rope.
okay.
So Finn Balor was on the third rope. Edge was on the ladder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, dude, Finn Balor, I still don't like his
He
style.
was all adrenaline right there.
He was fucking respect, man.
But
Respect.
like that's the Finn Balor that I want.
That well, yeah, and
That
I personally didn't think that this was a. Outside of that, this was not a good match to me. I did not enjoy it. But that shit got real quick. Because I have high expectation for a Hell in a Cell, and I don't want anyone to die. So where do you go? Where do you go? That's where I'm at. So we got 8 out of 10. I'm sorry, I feel like I just yapped on the whole fucking time on this one.
it's alright. It was exciting. You liked it.
Oh, I loved, like, there was just so many missed opportunities and respect. Major respect. For both of them. Edge out of fucking principle.
There you go.
Just respect, man. Respect.
Yeah, I'm glad
Fuck.
they were able to do it and finish it.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't die.
And yeah, don't just throw.
That's a big fucking gash, bro.
Throw ladders at people. Like that's when it gets like, that's when it's like so dangerous, is when they just throw it. They just throw it like 10 feet away. And you're just throwing a ladder or a chair, like Rey Mysterio.
Throw it or kick it.
Rey Mysterio just recently got hit in the chair from Damien Priest, and he threw it. Rey was on the top turnbuckle, and Damien threw the chair from like 8 feet, 10 feet away, and like hit him in the head. Well, it's like that shit, man. Like the imp, like that. It just made it like that more like, oh shit.
Bro, I learned the hard way as far as ladders. So, like, one thing you don't want to do is make a lot of sudden motions with the ladder.
Right.
Like, you want to follow it through.
Right.
Yeah, throwing. Like, for me, was kicking. I was like, I might have said this story. Have I told you this story?
I don't know.
So I was on top of the ladder. It's a 10-foot ladder. I'm on the second to last step. I'm reaching for a belt, which is fucking hanging off an electric power line. I mean, you know, we haven't thought this through. But So I was supposed to fall. So there was 2 tables set up, and tables break you fall. So it's actually I'd rather fall through a table than straight onto the floor
Right.
of anything.
Right.
Um, and so I'm at the top reaching for the belt, and the spot was for the buddy that was wrestling. He was supposed to push the ladder, and then as I'm holding onto the ladder, I'm gonna fall through the tables. So as the ladder's falling, I'm falling through the tables, right?
Right.
Well, this motherfucker goes and just adrenaline pumping. He's excited. I'm on top. I'm reaching. As opposed to him pushing the ladder, he just kicks it.
Mm-hmm.
Like just fucking. This is Sparta fucking shit.
Right.
He just kicks it, and he kicked it from under my feet.
Right. So
So now I'm
ladder's
falling
going
off.
one way, you're going the other.
I'm still reaching for the belt, and the ladder's like it just boom just flew, and I just remember I just like turned back and I'm falling on my back, and I'm just going straight on the ground. Okay, I'm falling straight on the ground, and I'm going like just relax, like that's one thing. Just relax, just let it go. It's one thing you learn when you fall. Just relax, especially from high, because I used to do some construction before. Yeah, Anyway, he kicks it, and I'm falling, and now I'm not only that, but the ladder fell down, and I'm falling on top of the fucking ladder. And I'm like, shit, like I'm gonna hit my back, like, but you don't have that much time to process it. Luckily, I fell right next to the ladder. My leg hit the ladder and bent the fucking ladder. But you can't, like, those sudden motions, like, you can't do that. Like, it's really difficult to fucking gauge. And these guys are professionals, and they throw, they do all those things, but it's still difficult to fucking gauge,
Right.
And so, God, I mean, that gash was like, oh, show it to us.
Yeah, man.
Show it to us. Give us a video. Let them come fucking back.
As soon as they show that, I'm like, oh man, I gotta show Max Shaw this.
Yeah.
He's gotta see what
Yeah.
Finn just went through.
Yeah. But that would have elevated the
Right.
Hell in a Cell already to an impossible standard that it already has.
Right. Yeah.
I'm always disappointed with a Hell in a Cell match.
That's fair.
So, respect to Finn Balor. Respect to Edge.
You guys got his name back.
Yep. Yep. Respect. 8 out of 10. Anything?
No,
Do you have anything to say about this match, bro?
I already saw what I had to say.
Say what you need to say. All right. And otherwise, I would have given this like 3 toilet paper rolls.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that 4.
To no fault of their own.
Seeing it over, it was better than it was better than I originally thought about it.
Yeah.
So that's my lesson.
All right.
I guess I gotta rewatch these.
8 out of 10?
8 out of 10.